January 29th. I'm about to go out of town for the next 2 days, but I just got my Willis Orchard trees in. I took them out just to inspect them. That's what they look like. The thing is that I'm leaving in just a few hours and I can't plant them yet because I still have to pick up compost. I still have to pick up more peat moss. I need to get them in the ground. You need to get them in the ground. It says within 1 to 2 days, and I'm not going to be back until like 2 days from now. So I want to make sure that my trees are okay while I'm gone. So the 4 varieties that I got are the Rosa Plum, Florda Prince Peach, Anna Apple, and Golden Dorset Apple. So far, upon first inspection, I need to take a look at the graft down here as well, but they look pretty good. They're obviously bare roots, so they don't have any soil in them, but because I'm going to be gone for a few days and I can't put them in the ground, I'm going to try to heal them into one of my grow bags. I can't leave them in the box, and I didn't know they were going to get here today. I thought they were supposed to get here either tomorrow or Monday, but FedEx dropped them off right now, so I have to get this done. I won't be able to film it only because I'm in a rush. I need to get things ready to leave. But pretty much I have some of my grow bags with potting soil. They don't have enough potting soil because I was waiting until I got all my trees in so then I could figure out how much more I needed to mix up, but I don't have all the ingredients to mix up some more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heal them in here, leave them in here for the next like day or 2 days, come back, and then plant them properly. I finally got them unwrapped. They were wrapped pretty good in this black plastic covered with tape. This is what the roots look like right now, and they have this gel, I think, for the moisture. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rinse them off and then go ahead and stick them in my potting mix. The graft is up here. The grafts look pretty good, and as you can see, some of these are starting to break dormancy. Like, beginning to, at least. This one. Yeah, I'm gonna need to rinse these off, but the graft sites look pretty good. Pretty decent. Let's see. Okay, this one looks like it might be up here, right? Yeah, pretty good. And then the very last one, the graft is up here. Yeah, looks pretty good so far. It doesn't look like there's anything wrong with them, with any of them. They look pretty healthy. This is the only one, I think, but I think it might also be because it's dirty. I just need to, yeah, you see the graft is right here. But no, it looks pretty good. Let me just double and triple inspect them. I guess maybe this one, because it has these knobs right here, it looks a little funky, but the actual portion where it's joined right here looks good. So all right, so far they look like they're in good shape. The trees themselves obviously just look like a stick. I paid about $15 for each of these. They're way cheaper when you get them as bare roots, because when they're potted up and you buy them later on in the year, they can go upwards of $30, if not more. So when you buy them bare root, it's way easier to ship them because they're not huge potted trees and they don't have a lot of leaves to include in the boxes, a lot more weight. So this is a really good time to buy bare root trees. Okay guys, I have it done now. I tried to put them at a 45-degree angle as much as I could, cover them up, make sure that no roots were exposed. I added a little bit of water after I rinsed them off just to make sure that they don't dry out, which I'm pretty sure they won't. The potting mix itself, underneath the first like 2 inches, was still pretty moist. It has a lot of good water retention, so I'm not really worried about that. And it might rain over the weekend while I'm gone, so I think they'll be just fine. Out of the entire package, only this root was broken. It came like that, but it's not a big deal. It's been about 3 weeks since I planted these trees, and I wanted to finish giving you guys a little update and my final thoughts on Willis Orchard. I feel like this is pretty interesting because you guys got to see what they looked like when they first came in. They were literally just sticks with some roots in them, and this is what they look like now. This is my Anna apple. I made tags for them, as you can see there, but look how beautiful this tree looks. It has started leafing out. This is the one that has progressed the most so far. I painted the trunks white just to protect them until they get their own foliage and become a little bit more established. But if I come in closer, you can see all of those beautiful buds that are ready to start leafing out. And of course, it has those really nice branches already starting that goblet shape. Overall, this one looks incredible. Next, we have the Santa Rosa Plum. And this is what this looks like. This is the second one that has the most growth so far, and it looks beautiful. For a while there, I was a little bit concerned because if I come in closer, you can see some of the leaves look like they got a little bit either sunburned or a little bit of frost damage. Our nights have been a little bit chillier, but they're warming up significantly now. Especially as we head into March, I feel like these trees are just going to take off even more. But this one looks really beautiful as well. It has a lot of new growth. This over here is the one that I was a little bit worried about. This is my golden Dorset apple, and this is the last one to start budding out and leafing out. And it was honestly a little bit concerned because I felt like it was just taking forever. I mean, although looking back now, it's only been less than a month, but because the other ones were already showing signs of growth, I was worried for a second there. But I did do the scratch test and saw that this one was alive, so that gave me hope. And as you guys can see now, it's showing signs of leafing out, which makes me really excited. Although it did take some time for it to wake up, once it woke up, it immediately went from, you know, closed buds like you see there to this in a matter of like 2 days. And then this is my last one. This is my Florida Prince Peach, and as you can see there, definitely has a lot of buds and it's growing very well. I'm very happy with this one. This is the one that I'm the most excited for, and I can't wait to see it grow up. So one thing that I changed is previously I had them staked with just one stake holding the trees up to try and give them support and also help them grow up straight. But as I watched other gardeners here in Arizona, I learned specifically from Enlightenment Garden that it's better to have those 2 stakes on the side, because that way not only do you give support to your tree and you can train it to grow straighter if you needed to, but you also give it the ability to grow a stronger, thicker trunk, because the wind still sways it a little bit, which strengthens the root systems and strengthens the trunk. I finished the setup for these yesterday, and I made the tags for them yesterday as well. If you guys want a video on how to make those tags, I can show you guys. I pretty much made them out of aluminum cans. I just wrote the name and the month and year that I planted them. That way, as the years go by, we know exactly when these trees went into the ground or into their pots. That way we know how old they are. Oops. That way we know how old they are, and it helps a lot because sometimes time just flies by and you don't realize it. And this gives me a good idea of when to expect fruit from them, and if they start fruiting too early, I know about how much longer to wait before I can actually let them, you know, produce. But overall, I'm very happy with these trees. I was really concerned at first when I thought about ordering from Willis Orchard because I saw a lot of mixed reviews online. I felt like their prices were very, very affordable and their shipping rates were really good, but I was undecided for several weeks actually. And then I watched a video from the Edge of Nowhere Farm, which is a channel based here in Arizona as well. And when I saw their trees, I was convinced that I wanted to at least take a shot and see what I got in the mail. And I'm very pleased with all of these trees, you guys. All of them are awake and alive and in really good condition. I would highly recommend them. For packaging, I give them a 5 out of 5. As you guys saw in the beginning, they didn't have soil. They came in this other, it was like a gel, but I actually really like that. It was a little bit messy, but it definitely kept the roots moist and did what it was supposed to. And then the health of the trees themselves is pretty awesome. So I would give the plants themselves a 5 out of 5. So if you guys are considering ordering from them, this is sort of what you can expect. If I needed any more trees that they carried, I would purchase from them again. I'm very happy with my purchases. I should also mention that I pruned these trees down. As you can see here, they were actually much taller than this. I should have mentioned that in the beginning, but they were much taller than this. I just wanted to keep them at a certain height. The grow bags themselves are over a foot tall, and I wanted them knee length, so I cut about waist length for me. I'm pretty short, but the trees that you get in the mail will be much taller than what you see here. I just pruned them to the height that I wanted and then let them wake up that way. But that's the update on these trees for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.